Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Feel your body respond to this moment of stillness, softening, loosening, releasing the invisible weight you have been carrying for so long. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw unclench, your hands relax. This is a space where you do not have to carry everything, where you do not have to be responsible for everyone, where you do not have to prove anything. This moment is just for you. You have spent your life moving, doing, managing, making sure everything runs smoothly, making sure no one is uncomfortable, making sure nothing falls apart. And yet, through all of this, you have learned to equate your worth with your usefulness, your value with your effort, your love with your sacrifice. Somewhere along the way, you were taught that doing less means caring less, that stepping back means failing, that saying no means disappointing the people around you. But breathe in this truth. Doing less does not mean you care less. Doing less does not take away from your love, your kindness, your presence. Doing less does not make you less valuable. What if, instead of seeing your worth in how much you do, you saw it in who you are? What if love was not something you had to earn, but something that has always been yours? Breathe in that possibility. Let it settle deep within you. You do not have to sacrifice yourself to be worthy. You do not have to run yourself into the ground to be enough. You already are. Now, bring to mind all the ways you have measured your worth, the endless to-do lists, the responsibilities carried, the times you said yes when your heart longed to say no, the ways you have overextended, stretched yourself thin, filled every moment of your day with something productive because you believed that to be still, to pause, to rest was wrong. Notice how heavy that has been. Notice how tired your body feels under the weight of expectations, both the ones placed upon you and the ones you have placed upon yourself. Notice how much you have given, how deeply you have cared, how much of yourself you have poured into the world around you. And now, imagine setting that weight down, just for this moment, just for this breath. Not because you are giving up, not because you do not care, but because you are worthy of rest, because you are allowed to step back, because love does not disappear when you choose yourself. The people who truly love you, the people who truly value you, will not love you less because you do less. And if someone's love is dependent on how much you provide, how much you give, how much of yourself you sacrifice, then that is not love. That is expectation, and you are allowed to let that go. Breathe in again, and as you exhale, imagine reclaiming all of the energy that has been spent proving, justifying, overperforming. Imagine gathering every piece of yourself that you have given away out of obligation, out of fear, out of habit. Imagine pulling all of that energy back into yourself, holding it close, letting it nourish you instead of drain you. You have spent so much time believing that your care is measured by effort. But what if your care was measured in presence, in the way you show up fully, in the way you listen, in the way you love without conditions? What if doing less allowed you to care more? What if instead of rushing from one responsibility to the next, you gave yourself permission to move slower, to breathe deeper, to be more present with the things and people who truly matter? What if, instead of doing more out of fear of being unworthy, you did less out of trust that you already are? Let yourself breathe into that possibility. Let yourself feel the lightness of knowing that your love does not diminish when you stop overextending. Your worth does not lessen when you choose yourself. You do not have to be everything to everyone to be enough. Now, Imagine yourself as a young child, before you learned that love had to be earned through effort, before you believed that your value came from how much you could accomplish. See her standing there, full of softness, full of light, full of wonder. Would you ever tell her that she must exhaust herself to be worthy? Would you ever tell her that she is only valuable when she is doing something for others? Number, you would take her into your arms, you would hold her close, and you would whisper, "You do not have to do anything to be loved. You are already enough, exactly as you are." And now, turn those words back toward yourself. Let them sink in. Let them replace the belief that has kept you running, striving, proving. You do not have to keep earning your place. You have always belonged. You have always been enough. Breathe in this truth, and as you exhale, let go of everything that tells you otherwise. Think of all the times you have felt guilty for doing less, the times you have equated saying no with being unkind, the times you have measured your value in lists completed, in tasks accomplished, in responsibilities handled. And now, imagine rewriting that story. Imagine living in a way that honors your energy, that protects your peace, that allows you to give from a place of abundance instead of depletion. Imagine how much more of yourself you would have to offer if you weren't constantly running on empty. Imagine how deeply you could love if you gave yourself permission to rest, to recharge, to be cared for in the same way you care for others. Doing less is not neglect. Doing less is not abandonment. Doing less is an act of trust. Trust in yourself. Trust in the people around you. Trust in the knowledge that your presence, your heart, your essence are already enough. Breathe in again, and as you exhale, imagine yourself moving through life with ease, waking up without the pressure to prove, moving through your day without the need to overextend, saying yes only when it feels true, saying no without guilt. Imagine the peace of trusting yourself, the peace of knowing that your care is not in how much you do, but in the love you bring to what you choose. The peace of knowing that your worth has never depended on how much you provide. It has always been yours. That peace is waiting for you. That life is available to you. You only have to allow it. You only have to trust that you do not have to do everything to be enough. You do not have to do everything to be loved. You do not have to do everything to be worthy. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, let go. Let go of the belief that your worth is something that needs to be proven. Let go of the guilt that tells you rest is selfish. Let go of the fear that if you do less, you will be less. You are already whole. You are already worthy. You are already enough, even when you slow down, even when you step back, even when you say no, even when you do less. When you are ready, slowly open your eyes, carrying this truth with you. Carry it into your thoughts, your choices, your moments of doubt. Let it be a guide, a reminder, a deep knowing within you. You do not have to prove your care through exhaustion. You do not have to prove your love through sacrifice. You do not have to prove your worth through effort. You are already enough. You have always been enough. And you are free to finally believe it.